What's up, everybody? It's Dad to bring you guys another video. This is an unboxing of the Dualsense PlayStation 5 wireless controller, okay, and the PlayStation 5 HD camera. Now, Sony's accessories have came out, I think, this week, if I'm not mistaken. Not for those who actually managed to get some early, you know what I'm saying, due to negotiations or due to them having a high amount of subscribers or good content on their websites or anything like that. And Sony said, okay, I'll give you some accessories or even a PlayStation 5 to review. But no, I think officially the accessories came out, so you get to experience it. And so I got my accessories. I was actually I won't say this is an unboxing for the Dualsense 5. I got impatient. I really wanted to unbox it and really test it for myself. Please forgive me if I got so desperate. But then here you go, folks. This is a picture of the Dualsense wireless controller. I think it's going to zoom pretty well. Maybe not. Maybe so. I don't know. Anyway, and then right here is the back, so you can see it for yourself. It says a haptic feedback. Feel more with physically responsive feedback to your in-game actions. Adaptive triggers. Experience varying force and tension when interacting with you in in-game gear and environment. Built-in microphone. Chat online with friends. That's cool. And signature comfort. Enjoy an intuitive design featuring enhanced sticks and touchpad. So for those of you guys who don't want to wear a headset, and since it has a built-in microphone, the HD camera is going to be beneficial. I've already unboxed it. It's already torn apart. Look at that, folks. Look at that. Look at that PS1 logo of Sony Entertainment. I just got to show this. Come on, is it going to? I wonder if it's going to autofocus or not. Let me see if I can actually fix this. I don't know if it's going to autofocus. Let me see. Uh-oh. It's showing me. I'm trying not to get in the camera. Well, it's not going to show it, and then this is actually disappointing. I don't know how close I got. Oh, okay. There you go. So, wow. So Sony Interactive Entertainment, their PS1 logo has not changed after all these years, 20 plus years. So anyway, right here, folks, in my hand, and I'm going to be doing a comparison of the PlayStation 4 controller, the PlayStation 3 controller. Yes, well, actually, I don't have my PS4 controller. Sorry. I want to do PS3, PS4, PS5. I don't have it, and I'm not going to run to my box to go get one. But I have the PS4 and the Dualsense 5, Dualshock 5. I'm going to call it Dualshock 5 just to save time and not get confused. And right here, and basically describe what is the pros and the cons between both controllers, like I did really long time ago with the Xbox One and 360 controller. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's get right down to it. So let's describe this controller, and then we'll do comparisons. Okay, so I love the design of the Dualsense controller. I love the white and the black. I know it sounds crazy. I prefer all black. You know what I'm saying? Usually when it comes to anything, whether it be clothes, like I'm like the Grim Reaper. I love black. My second favorite color is orange. That would be dope. Ooh, man, black and orange on this control. Ooh, that look dope. That will look so dope. I think it will be all black and the orange here, but all black on the outside and within the inside of the controller. Okay, the interior, it will be orange. That would be dope. Okay, anyway, so I love the design of the controller, the way it looks. Okay. The style of it, and I also love, okay, the contrasting colors. Okay, you can look at the D-pads and also look at the triangle, circle, and square and X buttons, the buttons, D-pads, and you can see that they're actually they are covered, but they have a silver color. Okay. So the one thing that's going to be beneficial is that this is not the buttons and the D-pads. If you start to build up dirt or build up some type of residue on this controller, it's probably going to be able to withstand it because it's like the controls themselves are covered. So this is going to be beneficial. So I like that. I like that. Again, it has a built-in microphone, so that's good. You can actually. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see. I got to come in real close now. I don't know if it's going to be able to see, but you can see that microphone icon. Come on, man. Hold on. I want to get this right. Please show it. It won't show it. Last chance. And then I'm going to be done. I won't do this no more. Oh, I think it was there. Man. There it is. You see it right there? It shows the microphone icon and it's canceled. Apparently, you press this button right here, that silver button right there, you can see right there, to turn on the microphone or turn it on. So that is pretty cool. PlayStation logo, you press it, You can see that it's lighting up. You know what I'm saying? Man, I love that. I love that. As you, and I'm going to do the comparisons in a second, but the PlayStation logo is the button. You know what I'm saying? It's not in the design of a button, but like a certain art style. The PlayStation logo, as it's always been, of the PS1 controller, okay, or PS1 logo, okay, back in the day on the PS5, and that is so cool. That is so cool. And so no wonder these controllers are so expensive. And I don't expect Sony's controllers to drop in price even in several years. Usually these Sony's consoles and Xbox are going to be lasting 7 years on average. It's not like Nintendo for 5 years. It's always or usually 7 years now at this point. So don't expect. The PlayStation 2 lasted for what, 12 years, folks. Don't expect Sony's DualShock 5 controllers to drop in price for quite some time. Please. I don't think we'll see even Black Friday sales of this type of controller probably until like 2025. I could be completely wrong. Anyway, so that's an addition. Same DualShock control schemes as same control sticks as it always been. You know what I'm saying? They're about like an inch and a half apart, 2 inches apart. Okay, in the same area as they always been. Okay, it looks like it could be wrong, but it looks like it's slightly more far away compared to the DualShock 4 controller. Maybe just me. I'm not here to take out a tape measure and measure. That's so petty. So it is what it is. This one, when it comes to the back side of the controller, if it doesn't zoom in, it's fine. Okay. It looks like that circle is going to be a reset button to basically how do I say it? To connect the controller, okay, to your PlayStation 5 if you're adding an additional controller, okay. I will be testing this out when it comes to fighting games on Steam, Street Fighter 5, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Guilty Gear, etc. Injustice, Mortal Kombat. I really want to try this out, okay. When it comes to any genre, okay, when it comes to controllers, I only use them for 2D side scrollers like Celeste and Dead Cells fighting games and racing games, okay, which I don't play that much anymore. So this is a great presentation. The dash button, or should I say, I think the button. Well, let me see. The share button. That's what it was. Or I can't. I should know this. You look at the PlayStation 4. Basically the share buttons are in the same place. You know what I'm saying? Both of them look like. Both of them require. Oh, I think this slightly requires less pressure. We'll do a comparison though. And then actually I don't know what these controls are, but we're going to look at the manual and see for ourselves what they are. But you got two controls. It looks like it's the same thing. It looks like this is going to be the share button right here, and this is going to be the pause button. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It requires this is way better. I can already tell. And of course, this controller, when it comes to connecting it via a USB, is going to be CUSB. It's not going to be the old school. I should unplug this. Regular USB. You're not going to see that USB input. You're going to see CUSB. That is the future now. CUSB. It's the same connection as charging your Nintendo Switch. Which, by the way, I think this is actually going to be beneficial for me to do. I'm actually going to try this to see if my Nintendo Switch charger will connect to this DualShock 5 controller and actually will charge the controller. I really want to test this out. And I'm going to try to test it out in a minute. But we also got, of course, the triggers right here, L1, L2, as usual, and R1, R2, okay? And that's basically a summarization of the controller. And lastly, our input for microphones. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to use the inboard microphone, you can use this to plug in another microphone or headset. So there you go. So that is the general overview of the PlayStation 5 or the DualSense Controller, DualShock 5. I'm going to call it DualShock 5. So with that being said, what are the things I love about it? What are the things I hate about it? And let's do a comparison, okay, between a DualShock 4 and the DualShock 5. The DualShock 4 should already be intuitive for you at this point, okay? You should be used to it by now. And now we have the DualShock 5. So let's start with the D-pads and let's compare that. So I'm also DualShock D. Hold on, let me try to see if I can hold it like this. Okay, I'm also D-pads. I actually like Sony's PlayStation 4 DualShock 4 D-pads more than the DualSense 5. Why? Because there seems to be the ability to actually run my fingers around these D-pads much easier, while this requires a little more pressure. Okay. Now you just hear it. You hear that? Are you really hearing that sound? But press this though. You can hear the clicking sound. Oopsie. I didn't mean to turn on my PlayStation 4, folks. Please forgive me. Sorry. And then you're going to hear the PlayStation 4 in the background. It's all right. It won't override me. I'm actually going to shut this down so it doesn't happen. I'm going to shut this down. Forgive me. Or I will unplug it. I don't care. I don't want this being distracting from the review. Come on. This is ridiculous. Anyway, whatever. It's okay. So I like the D-pads more, but what I think the reason why the triggers right here, not only the clicking sound, but are actually going to be more utilized is like inputs for fighting games. Like Guilty Gear Survive is coming to PlayStation 5. We're no doubt going to have Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, which I may pick up. It's going to probably be the only third-party game I pick up. But I have Mortal Kombat 11 on PlayStation 4, but I don't have the Ultimate Collection, and probably. I think that actually may be the complete edition. I just pray they'll come out with another DLC pack and another collection, because usually with NetherRealm Studios, they'll come out with a game, you know what I'm saying, release a complete version with all the content like they did with Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat Complete Edition, Injustice 1, Injustice Complete Edition, Injustice 2, Injustice Legendary Edition, then Mortal Kombat 10, Mortal Kombat 10 XL. You know what I'm saying? You get the point. And they're going to do the same thing with Mortal Kombat 11. But I doubt Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate is actually the full package. And I don't know if I want to actually get it at launch. I have no clue. And I don't want to buy any third-party games I can get on other platforms like PC and whatnot if it's going to be cheaper. I don't know. So D-pad, going back to on topic, I think fighting games are going to be able to utilize the D-pad inputs more better. It's going to be more precise. For example, if you're playing Street Fighter 5 and you're playing as M. Bison and you do a Psycho, not Psycho Crusher, but that's a special EX move. There's a move, I forgot what it's called, Psycho Wave, I think. I forgot the name of the move, but basically it is down, quarterback, and then back, and then you press triangle and you do the move. Okay. This right here, it looks like the inputs are going to be way more precise and readable. You know what I'm saying? Instead of reading it as something else, like you instead of you doing like this, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's going to, how should I say this? It's going to read off the finger, you know what I'm saying, more precisely when you're doing those inputs. However, for this, you may do the same input, but it's more difficult to do a quarterback, you know what I'm saying, and press back and actually do the move set. So I could be completely wrong, and that's why most competitive fighting gamers, I guess, they tend to use the good old control stick. I tend not to. I've never been used to using control sticks. You know what I'm saying? I've never been used to that. So I always go with controls when it comes to playing my fighting games. So with that being said, though, I think we'll be utilizing that. I don't know what other ability, but other than that, if indeed the inputs are more precise, and I will be testing on both with Street Fighter 5, okay, I will, and I repeat, I will go with the Dualsense controller. Okay, the DualShock will sit in the back unless something will go wrong with my Dualsense controller. So that's number one. Now let's talk about control sticks. Okay, when I'm going in opposite directions with this, hold on, I'm hitting against the wall where the control sticks are. But when it comes to turning them around, I don't hear anything. Same thing with the DualShock controller. It seems to be the same when it comes to pressing, when it comes to applying pressure to it. You know what I'm saying? But when I press on the DualShock 4 control sticks, I tend to have my fingers more off center. You know what I'm saying? When I'm pressing it, like if I press straight down, you know what I'm saying, I may move it a little over to the left or to the right. You know what I'm saying? With this though, it seems to be consistently in the middle. So there tends to be some, like, no, basically, I guess no dead zone. to the DualShock 5 controller. I guess that would be the proper term. Probably not even using the term properly at all. But it's tends my fingers are properly in the center. I'm not going off course. Even when I'm facing the controller in this direction, and usually I'm like all over the place. So like you can watch me right here doing this. You know what I'm saying? You see me off course, just probably slightly a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it straight. And then what I try to do with the DualShock 4 controller, you see my fingers going all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So it seems to be like either, and I'm not doing this on purpose. Yeah, so I'm trying to keep them in center. It seems I'm doing well. But that's because I've actually adapted to the DualShock 4 controller. When I first got this, man, my fingers were all over the place. Like I was doing this. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Okay? And I'm still somehow have that habit. But with this, though, you know what I'm saying? My fingers are pretty much dead center. And so there's a lack of dead zone, and it seems to be like a lack of pressure to move it off course, off the center. So I actually appreciate this more on the DualSense 5 controller. Or, sorry, the DualSense controller. I keep saying DualSense 5. I'm going to call it DualShock 5. That's it. No more DualSense. DualShock 5. Okay, so when it comes to pressing basically the PlayStation button, okay, you got the PlayStation button here. I'm going to shut this down. Really am. I pretty much can. Anyway, I like the fact that, you know, you press that, you hear some noise, okay? But I like the fact that this is not in the DualShock 5 is not in the form of a particular circular button, okay? It is in the form of the PS1 logo. So when you press it, you know what I'm saying, it's way more adaptive. You know what I'm saying? You got to apply more pressure to the DualShock 4 controller, PlayStation button. So I like the DualSense 5 in that regard. I do like that. It's really much easier to press than compared to the DualShock 5 controller. I mean, DualShock 4 controller. So I like that. I really do. Again, CUSBs are going to be the future, and I wish there was actually another option to have, how should I say this? I think, by the way, the PlayStation 5, I think the PlayStation 5 is, well, I could be wrong. I think I heard that Sony's PS5 won't be backwards compatible with PS4 controllers. Could be wrong. I got to do more research on that. But I would like to have an option to use the other cables, you know what I'm saying, from the PS4 controller on this controller, you know what I'm saying, just in case you don't have a C USB. But that would be cool. That would be absolutely awesome. Actually, that would actually be kind of dumb, I guess, because Sony's PlayStation 3, 4, and 5 don't have, or how should I say, inputs for the controller are all different. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation 3 is different, PlayStation 4 is different, PS5, PlayStation 5 is different, okay? So that's that. Speakers in the same area as it was for the DualShock 4, so I don't know what the volume is going to be. It looks like this one has less circles, but this one the DualShock 5 has less circles for the speaker, but they're bigger, and it's going to be hard to see here. You won't be. I don't think you'll be able to tell. But the DualShock 5 controller has bigger circles for speakers. I wonder if the quality of the mic is going to be better. Hopefully it is. We'll see how that goes. This is the option button, no doubt, and this is the share button. Okay. When it comes to both of these, I love it. I love the fact that this is actually way more malleable and not so close to the middle button. Basically, not the share button, but basically, I guess what is this? Basically, it can be utilized as a start button or pause button. Okay. I think it was I don't know what this button was for. I can't remember. I actually don't know. I would utilize this when it comes to playing games like Bloodborne to access emotes, but basically it would act as a different button. You know what I'm saying? And so that's right in the middle. Both require the same amount of pressure. I feel no difference at all. So same, just different design. But when it comes to the side buttons here, the share button and the options button, you can see right here they are the buttons. Okay, they look like they're roughly both close to about the same. They look like they're both right close to the middle button. Okay, of the controller. But though, okay, if you press on the share and the option button, it requires more pressure, and I can actually get my finger sore by pressing this other button. It requires more pressure on my finger and it requires me not so much. It requires me pretty much hitting at the tip of my finger. You know what I'm saying? To press it. And that's what I hate about this. The button is, you can see right here, the button is way more out of the PlayStation 5 Dualshock controller. Okay. And so it's much easier to press. And so that is a design choice that I think that is so superior to the PlayStation 4 DualShock controller. Okay. It is so superior, and I really appreciate that, Sony. I really do. When it comes to triggers, okay, the R1 and R2, L1, R2, or are they L1, L2, R1, R2, whatever. Okay, I love the fact, well, actually, they look both, oh, actually, they're both the same. But the difference is that the R1, R2 button, they're actually, on the DualShock 5, they're actually bigger. They're actually yeah, they're slightly a little more bigger. Okay, I don't know by what margin, maybe like a quarter of an inch bigger. You know what I'm saying? You hear that? That's DualShock 4. That's DualShock 5. DualShock 4. DualShock 5. This one's louder. This one's louder. And it has a different noise too. This one is louder. Okay. And so a little more quieter. That's a pro for the DualShock 5 controller. I like it. Okay. And what else am I missing? And of course, the inputs. I thought for the DualShock 4 controller, I thought that when it comes to the microphones, it was more sensitive when it comes to microphones. Like your microphone can actually have some problems in the input, in my personal opinion. It could be due to the fact that my controller is starting to die out, or I was not taking care of my earphones or headphones. It could be more of a more, instead of a DualShock 4 control issue, more of an issue that I was taking, basically an issue that I was causing. You know what I'm saying? Not taking care of my stuff. Okay, that's all it boils down to. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not the greatest explainer. I'm not the greatest teacher. Okay, or whatever. I'm saying some nonsense. Anyway, okay, that's it. And as you can see, also the light of the DualShock 4 is at the top, and with the DualSense, okay, it's around. Okay, now me personally, you know what I'm saying? I like the fact that the light is actually around the DualSense 5, around that area. You know what I'm saying? But though, in terms of illumination, let me turn the light off for a second. Actually, you can see that right there. You can see it right there. You can clearly see that the light is much brighter. The light is much brighter. Okay, for the DualShock 4, I like that more on the DualShock 4. I wish the lights were more brighter. I wouldn't say to have the DualShock. I wouldn't say to have the lights on top of this controller. I like the way the presentation of this controller and where the inputs are. I like the fact that yeah, the lights are pretty much around. I don't know what this button is called, folks. Please, what is the name of this button? Coca-Cola Sparks, Afterlife Battlefront, Wolflow. Please tell me in the comment section, what is this button called? I keep forgetting. I should be ashamed of myself after having a PS4 for 7 years. I just keep forgetting the name of this button. I don't know. It's not called the milk button. It's called something else. But you get my point. Anyway, I like the fact that for the DualShock 4, the middle button actually has something on it. This is more plain and lazy in my personal opinion. I think they should have made this like. I think they should have put like PS5 on it at least. So that's when it comes to the presentation on that is a little lazy on my part. So I'm going to give it to the DualShock 4. Okay. So overall, okay, D-pads, I'm going to give it to DualShock 4. But if I see improvement when it comes to inputs for certain games, you know what I'm saying, I will give it to DualShock 5. As of now, that goes to DualShock 4. When it comes to the light and illumination, I like by light brights, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to playing my games. So I give that also to the DualShock 4. When it comes to triggers, the L1 and R button, okay, and the R2 and L2 button, that goes to the DualShock 5. Okay, when it comes to control sticks, they're more dead center in regard. See, I'm right-handed, you know what I'm saying, but it's really more difficult to hold the control like this. But it is way more stable. It is more dead center compared to me pressing on the DualShock 4 controller. It's more dead zone, okay? So I'm gonna give that to the the DualShock 5. Okay, I like the fact that the PlayStation button in the middle for both controllers. Okay, I like the fact that this is in the form of the PS1 logo and it's not in the form of a typical like circular button. Okay, but actually you can press it, and I just hope that this by the way has less weight on it, so I hope that this won't actually go bad over a period of time. Okay, different inputs when it comes to putting in your USB cables. This is a typical USB cable, and this is a typical now it's gonna be standardized now from this point forward when it comes to new technology and using a C USB cable. You know what I'm saying? So start buying C USB cables. I'm going to order one from Amazon. I'm going to get myself a 2-foot C USB cable for the DualShock 5. I'll probably get 2 of them. I need to get myself more C USB cables. So I'm starting to get left behind in that regard. My PC has plenty of C USB slots on my motherboard, which is pretty cool. So I will give that to the PlayStation 5. When it comes to the microphone and its placement, okay, I like the fact that we actually have a button to turn it on and turn it off. You would actually, I think, for this one, for the standardized earphones or headphones for the DualShock 4 controller, you would have to turn off manually on the actual control off the headphones themselves. But you can turn off with just a press of a button. So that's more comfortable. That's more convenient. Okay, so I'm going to give that to the DualShock 5 controller. Speaker volume, don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's better quality or not. Have no clue. And I'm not going to assume it's going to be better. The share button, options button, in terms of its placement and the way it feels, is superior, vastly superior on the PlayStation 5. It makes something that looks very like minuscule, but it's really superior. The buttons, like I said, is way more out. Okay, compared to the PlayStation 4 controller, where you got to apply your finger more on when it comes to pressure. You know what I'm saying? And actually can hurt the finger. I'm telling you, when I play fighting games, you know what I'm saying? I'm pausing the button and whatnot, and I'm trying to change them. Like my thumb, you know, starting to hurt over a period of time. It started to hurt. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't me pressing buttons. I was using my thumb, you know, the bottom of my thumb to press inputs on this controller. Okay, with this, okay, you know, so when it comes to my placement, okay, when it comes to pressing buttons, my placement of my finger is more at the top. You know what I'm saying? More at the bottom or middle, shall I say, middle of my thumb. Okay, when it comes to pressing the option, but when it comes to pressing the buttons, it's also in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Or more towards the bottom, actually. And so that's going to be more beneficial. So I'm going to give that to the DualShock 5 controller. And lastly, I think it was the back, I guess, in terms of like what it looks like. Oh, one thing I forgot to describe was the feel of the controller, the feel of it. Let me see this. This is more smoother, and this in the back, and in terms of the whole controller. Well, no, not the whole controller. Just the back. The back feels more rugged. Okay, it feels more rugged. You can hear that actually. You hear that? Now feel the back of the PS4 controller. More quiet. And I think the only reason why it's making more noise is because actually, no, that doesn't make sense. I was going to say I'm pressing the black labels in the back of this controller, but no, that doesn't make sense. Hold on, I can only do one controller at a time. Okay, now try the back of the PlayStation 5 controller. You hear that? Much louder. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, there's also, I guess, a reset button. And there's something else in the back which I don't know, but I have the manual right here, and I'm going to go through it. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what is that. Actually, I want to see what it is real quick, just momentarily. Actually doesn't show it. This is in French. I don't speak French. Please forgive me. It's the font. Oh wow! And so it doesn't show what it is. So anyway, if you want to see the manual for what it says right here, folks. There it is. It says directional buttons. Okay. Create button. Oh, the B button is the create button. Okay. Create. Light bar. Okay. That's what it was. The light bar. Touchpad. Yes, there it was. I should know better. Player indicator E. Okay. Interesting. Player indicator. I don't know what that is, and I don't know what that means, but look at it in a second. Zoom in a little bit more. action buttons, right stick, speaker, PlayStation button, headset, microphone. Okay, it's microphone. Okay. Mute button, left stick, L3. Okay, I forgot to mention those. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So nothing mentioned in the back of the controller. Okay. So there you have it, folks. This is a review of the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. Oh, that's right. That's right. All right. So last thing to show on this manual, I want to show you guys real quick. It tells you how to pair. Hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in. It tells you how to pair the controller. You can read that for yourself and pause the video. But if you turn on the console, connect the controller to your console using a USB cable included with your console. Okay, that's good. It comes with a USB cable. Hope it's long. And press the PlayStation button. There you go. It's just like the DualShock 4 controller, just like the PlayStation 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's not changed. Okay. So there you have it, folks. The DualShock 4 controller. Now I can't really do a review of the HD camera. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still going to unbox it. But anyway, here it is right here in my hand. In the back it says personalize your gameplay sharing up to your game. And by the way, before I move on, I give it to the DualShock 5 controller. I give it is superior to the DualShock 4 controller overall. Okay, if the DualShock 5 controller had better light, you know what I'm saying, instead of the light bar being around it, being very minimal, and the D-pads were way more smoother than they are right now, I would give it. I mean, it's already a winner, but I would consider it to be the superior controller. Now, you know what I'm saying, I would actually, I'm going to be doing a comparison to the Xbox One controller. I can't do Xbox Series X controller. Now, I will pick one up. I'm not picking up an Xbox Series X for a long time, okay? But I will get an Xbox Series X controller for my PC. I'm glad next gen is here, folks. I'm really happy it is here. And so I really want to get one. I wonder if Microsoft is, one of the Xbox Series X controller, or S for that matter, is going to be automatically compatible with the PC, or will we have to get a Windows 10 Xbox One controller? Because remember, Microsoft, they had an Xbox One controller that was only available pretty much for the Xbox One, and then they released an Xbox One controller for PC, for Windows. There were two different boxes, you know what I'm saying? But that's not the case, hopefully. So we'll see. I'll be doing comparison to the DualShock 5 or DualSense and the Xbox Series X controller. Not the Xbox Series S. I don't know if they're going to be utilizing the same controller, okay? But we'll see how that goes. Now, I'm going to give it to the PlayStation 5. I like it. The PlayStation, the DualSense. It's going to be a while for me to get accustomed to that name. This is going to be a long video. So I'll get this out within the next 5 minutes. This is a promise. 38 minutes, we're here. It says personalize your gameplay sharing up your game and step into the spotlight with smooth, sharp, and full HD capture. 180p HD capture every unmissable moment in sharp full HD picture quality. Background removal tools take center stage in your gameplay creations. Built-in stand set up quickly with a built-in stand. Folks, this was my biggest problem with the DualShock 4 camera. The fact we needed a stand, and this thing was not stable at all. It was lazy. And so I think I'm going to automatically love this one. Automatically. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, okay, I like that. That can be positioned above or below TVs. Folks, let's get right down to it. And by the way, they put some disclaimers here at the bottom of the box. It says, always update your PS5 system software to the latest version. Commercial use, rental, I don't care about that. Design, I don't care about that. Intended for sales in the United States of America. Intended for sale in the U.S. Okay, so let's get right down to it. I got my favorite plastic knife. Okay. Yeah, it actually does a trick. It does a trick when you don't have any type of metal. All right, here we go. Oh, wow. It actually opened with it. All right, cool. All right, let's take this bad boy out. Oh, man, I'm going to have to break this box open. Sorry, folks. All right, this is going in the trash. Wow, it still won't come out. All right, it's all good. Bam. Bye-bye. We're not returning this to Best Buy. This is mine. Okay. So, folks, here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, man. Darn it. I wish this was a cable separate. Okay. There you go. Maybe something else is in here. HD camera. Manual. Okay. And it's in French. Okay. No Spanish. No German. No Deutschland. Okay. Okay. No Canadian French. Joe to Wooflo. All right, folks, here it is. I won't take it off, and I'm not going to remove this until I get my PS5. But there it is, folks. There it is in its glory. Look at that small. Ooh, look at that bad boy. I love it already. Wonder how. Let me see. Position is on the TV. I wonder how. Oh, okay. So, folks, look at it right here. So we got the input right here. Okay. It opens up like this at the bottom. This seems to be way better already. Oh yeah, it's already superior. It's already superior. I wish I could show you, but it is vastly superior to the DualShock 4 already. I said I'm not even going to try to do a comparison with the DualShock 4. It's irrelevant. This right here, folks, completely clamps onto my monitor, not the TV monitor. Okay. Like nobody's business already. And man, folks, I think, wow, there's some dirt on here. That's not good. That's not me, folks. That's not me. I wash my hands. There's some dirt on here. Okay, that's not good. Already. Here is the USB input right here. This is USB 3.0. Okay, right there. Bam. And let me see. And it's already, like I said, connected to it. So this is dope. And this bad boy is $60. So you better believe that I'm going to take care of it. Something go wrong, I got Best Buy, get a replacement. I'm not going to remove this until I get my PlayStation 5. But folks, I will be on PS5, and I won't have the PS5 day one because I'm having it shipped to me. It's still not canceled. But if I don't get the PS5, folks, you know what I'm saying, and it hasn't been, it's been canceled, it's not a biggie. I can wait. I'm not in a rush. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to I have self-control when it comes to my games. I don't need it now. Like some people, like, if I don't get PS5, I'm going to be miserable. I got plenty of games. I got a backlog of games to finish up before the release or before I get one. So it's no biggie. So, by the way, it's coming from Target, and I will get it between November 13th and November 18th. So we'll see how it goes. So far, no cancellation of it. We'll see how. So there you have it, folks. That is the HD camera. It clamps onto my monitor, no problems. So that's it. And I got to end this video. I promise you guys 38 minutes, but I'm going to be doing one more video about the games that are going to be pretty much playing on the PlayStation 5. You know what I'm saying? And well, I'm going to pretty much play all my games on the PlayStation 5, but really get into the games I've yet to play. You know what I'm saying? On the PlayStation 4 to really utilize its performance via the PlayStation 5 via Game Boost. So we'll see how that goes. But folks, that is my review of the DualShock 5 controller. That is my review of the HD camera, it wasn't even a review. That was just like, okay, it's better. That's it. Done. Okay. But this was enjoyable. I had a fun time. I hope you did. And, you know, if you can get a PS5, hey, do it. I'm getting it for Demon's Souls. I got to end this video. I promise you guys.